Welcome to Using Zoom for California State University students. You will be presented with three ways to access Zoom. First, you can access Zoom directly through your course using Blackboard. You can access Zoom through the MyCoyote portal Collaborate tile, and you can access Zoom via your mobile device. Accessing Zoom via Blackboard. First, you need to authenticate in the MyCoyote portal, select the Blackboard tile. Next, select the course you're enrolled in. Once in the course, in the menu you will see Tools. Select Tools and go to Zoom on the far bottom right of the screen. Your instructor may have also added to the main menu a Zoom room. That is a direct button to a meeting or Zoom room that your instructor has set up in the course. Please follow the instructions as provided by your instructor. Using the Tools option, you will need the Join ID, which I will explain in the next couple of slides. In this slide, you can see the Zoom meeting option available by accessing Tools from the main menu in your Blackboard course. Your instructor will provide you with a URL, and in that URL, to access the meeting, there are 9 digits, which are the Join ID. Remember, if your instructor has provided a button on the main menu for Zoom, please follow the instructions your instructor has provided. If you've been given a URL or a Zoom ID number, once you've accessed Zoom, select the Join a Meeting at the top of the screen in the main menu for Zoom. Then it will populate a meeting ID field where you will enter the meeting ID. Try entering the Join a Meeting ID and select the Join button. If you have any issues joining a meeting, contact our Campus Technology Support Center at 909-537-7677 or email support@csusb.edu. Accessing Zoom via the MyCoyote portal. The MyCoyote portal is available also through a mobile device. You will navigate from the MyCoyote homepage to Collaborate and then select Zoom, and follow the same instructions provided in the previous slide. Again, following the instructions to join a meeting. Notice that on this page, when you go through the Collaborate tile, you are also in your campus Zoom profile. We will discuss the profile a little later. For now, we're focusing on your role as a participant. At the end of this presentation, I'll share with you a few tips on being a host. On this slide, notice it is the mobile device, the MyCoyote mobile on the left, and to the right are the instructions how you can access Zoom video conferencing. Navigate to the Campus Technology Support Center, select Student Software, and you will find the Zoom video conferencing application that you can download onto your mobile devices. If you have any trouble downloading, contact the Technology Support Center by calling 909-537-7677 or email support@csusb.edu. Here we can see some meeting controls on the mobile app. The application in Zoom, both desktop and mobile device, are quite intuitive and easy to follow. Take a moment to review them. To join a meeting, you select the plus to join. To start a new meeting as a host, you would select New Meeting, etc. On this slide, we can see meeting controls. The image at the top are the controls you see as a participant. When the host is sharing the screen, the main menu is at the top of the screen. You will have to hover over to use the menu options that are available to you as a participant. Notice the chevron caret. Whenever you see that, there are additional menu tools available. At the bottom of the screen is a typical view of a host's menu. Unless you've set up in your meeting settings to have a static menu at the bottom, you will always have to hover over the bottom of the screen as a host to view your menu. On this slide, we're just demonstrating how the chevron character has additional menu items. In this example, we are looking at the mute options available. To view the participants, when you select the participants icon on the menu, you can see a list of participants. Unless the host has given you access to mute participants, only the host can mute or stop video. The chat function is available to everyone. The host has the ability to allow private chats and also to allow file sharing. It will be viewable on the chat if file sharing is available. Please follow the instructions provided by the host, in this case your instructor. Screen sharing is available by selecting the share icon either at the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen. Your instructor will enable screen sharing as they feel necessary. In most cases, your instructor will be sharing the screen for the lectures, presentation, etc. Therefore, your menu will be at the top as shown in a previous slide. When you are sharing a screen, you select Share and then select the open screen that you have available. Notice that there's a whiteboard. That whiteboard is excellent to use for touchscreen. In this slide, we are sharing the More option or the ellipsis, the three dots. Whenever you see those features, select them to view more menu options. As we can see on this screen, there are additional menu options, including end a meeting, or maybe you might see leave a meeting as a participant. Recording a session. It is very important and a standard ethical practice to let your audience know that the session is being recorded, and also let your audience know the purpose of the recording and how it will be used. Adhere to how you will use the video as indicated to your participants. We can see on the mobile capability the More option, the three dots. You can also see the standard menu at the bottom in the mobile device on the right. We have completed the participant section. The next few slides will cover some basics on how to host a Zoom meeting. I had mentioned from the Collaborate tile in the MyCoyote portal, when you select Zoom video conferencing, you are taken to your profile page. In the profile menu, there's Profile, Meetings, Recordings, Settings, and Reports. We may not have time to cover all of those areas. Please contact ITS Training Services at csusb.edu if you have any additional questions regarding how to use these features in Zoom. In the Meetings option on your CSUSB homepage for Zoom, you can schedule a meeting immediately by selecting Schedule a New Meeting. You can use your personal meeting room, or you can host a meeting selecting in the top right menu of the screen. On the Profile menu option, this is where you can set up some personal information about your meeting environment. You can change your image, you can indicate your contact phone number, department, etc. By selecting the Edit button on the right, you'll be able to change those field settings. For a personal meeting ID, select Edit on the left to create a personal meeting ID that you will use over and over. We have found that this is a very simple and convenient way to schedule your meetings. You can also customize your personal link. The other features on this page, we recommend that you do not edit them. On the Meetings option, you can schedule a new meeting. You will also see a history of previous meetings. You can also select Personal Meeting Room and start a meeting instantly. We've just provided you a short overview of how to host a meeting. Please contact via email ITS Training Services at csusb.edu to learn more about upcoming schedules for training on Zoom meetings. You can also leave us a voice message at 909-537-7425. Thank you.